friends, and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy that you are here as we find out what's going to happen, like what amazing things are happening for you this November. So we have some tarot cards, oracle cards, divination dice, and of course a sprinkle of charms. If you want to find out how to win free personal reading, go ahead and check the description down below. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, just also down there, just basically email me at mysticstarmagic@gmail.com and I will let you know all the information that you need about it. With that, let's go ahead and close our eyes and inhale, clear our mind. And now as we exhale and open our eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, Group 1. I am so happy that you are here. So let's find out what kind of overall energy you have for this November. So you chose this card, which is just say yes. So being open to all the possibilities that are coming your way. So that for me means like there's a lot of options for you. There's like a lot of different choices, right? So saying yes to all the things. So just say yes. So that's the energy that we have for this November. Let's go ahead and see what the tarot has for us. We have the King of Cups, we have the Three of Cups, and then we have the Two of Pentacles. So we're trying to come up with a decision, or maybe a decision of finding some sort of balance in our life. I do notice that you do have the three over here and over here. So I feel like, and then mostly like, seems to me like feminine. So maybe spending time with friends is important this November. I'm reading this as another person though, so because I wanted to find out whether or not this was your energy, but it doesn't feel like this is your energy. This is more somebody else. So I feel like there's somebody else who's going to offer you something, because it says say yes, but you're trying to figure out whether you should say yes to it or no to it. I feel like even though it's not an offer, it just feels like there's like somebody coming forth trying to help you in some way, but you're not sure because you're feeling a bit like you're weighing the pros and cons of this offer. You might even discuss it with others, with like your friends. Yeah, it just feels like there's a thing, but the overall energy is more like not going at it by yourself, but actually gathering around, because there's more power there for you right now. Now, as we have this either choice or trying to find this balance that we have within ourselves, because I also feel like even though it's like you're vacillating about something, yeah, that's what it feels like. And there's a bit of an emotional upheaval. I feel like you're like, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. But the universe is saying it, say yes to it. But with this King of Cups energy here, it feels to me like somebody is offering you possibly love, definitely support, to kind of be there for you. It feels romantic for some of you, but for some of you, it's more like I want to be there to support you in some sort of thing. But I feel like you're more of an independent person, and also you kind of are more like you feel more comfortable, possibly more with like the feminine area and like your friends. So there's a sense of that. But for some of you, that this person, maybe you will accept this offer. There is a celebration here as well. It is like overall the energy is very positive. You're just going to go through, I believe, like a kind of like yes no vacillating between choices, answers, which is fine. Like I said, it's like sort of like you're moving to different things and seeing the potential of it. But this person is to me like they're genuine with their offer. If that helps, let's see what your lessons are this time. So community. how do you contribute to the group? So yeah, like there's a sense of community coming here. So how do you contribute to a group? A community is a group that comes together for support and strength itself through shared ideas, activities, fun, personal growth for the members. Grow one from the roots. The example of community garden has all the elements needed. A place where members can gather individual plants. Individual plots where each person can contribute both literally and through ideas and shared emotional connection through nurturing their plant choices. So you see how you still can, even if you're a part of community, right? And there's still a sense of individuality there. So it's important for you, especially. I feel like although you like this, right, there's a sense of like still wanting that individuality. So it's there. But what you're doing is you're sharing. There's a sharing of ideas, but it's also sharing kind of like it's the support that's there for you to be able to go higher than you thought, to go, to get even more than you anticipated. So it's like one plant that turns into, it's basically having the power of somebody else to help you. So it's like when you shine the light, right? If you have one candle light, but if you light other candles, right, and there's like a whole bunch of other candles, there's more light. Sorry, but and this is what it's all about. So this is our love energy for this month, and so it is girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So yeah, lots of like feminine energy. So having that kind of energy coming through here. I almost feel kind of sorry for this guy. But I think that you're trying to figure it out yourself here. So here we have these are the two that are surprises. So we have mischief. So I feel like being a little playful this November is important. I guess being playful, maybe even giving yourself a treat. I feel like you're having fun. But I want you to see this. Being careful not to conform. You don't want to just be accepted. Oh, sorry, my little lamp turned off. Oh, I decided to make a lot of noise. I'm going to take that as a sign to let us know that it's important not to conform. You don't have to be like everybody else for people to accept you. And if that's what they tell you that you have to do, then no, because I feel like you have this spirit. I don't know why, but I feel a very independent spirit in you. But this a little mischief and I don't know why. I just feel like you want to kind of play little tricks and just have a lot of fun. Is what I'm saying. Kind of a playful energy here, and that's still coming through here. There's about fun coming through. But the important thing is just because you're here, right? Just because you have this energy of community and especially here, doesn't mean that you have to conform. And that's important because just for some of you, don't, this is going to be very kind of specific, but I feel like because you have this group possibly of friends, which I feel like that's what a group of friends can be, you're like, oh, I'm going to be here, even though there's a valid offer here that might be answering something that you've been wanting. So don't just, because you're afraid that others will not accept, like you going off and maybe being romantically involved or maybe even, having new friends or something. I don't know why, but I just feel like that it's okay to, accept this offer here. Because friendship allows growth, friendship allows change. It's not about you having to be just like them. You don't have to be just like your friends. You don't have to like, if they want to be single but you want to go off and maybe have a romantic relationship here, don't feel like you have to conform to this, like, oh, I have to be single because otherwise they won't accept, or so instead of that, just like, hey, it's okay, they can be single. People can do whatever they want with their lives, but you get to choose your own. That's important. And then I don't know why, but it feels especially so with this yes. and this conformity, that's kind of like a little bit of a warning, letting us know that, hey, don't just, don't conform. Be mischievous. You are, you're independent. You have a lot more fun. I feel like you're fun energy here. So don't just be like, oh, I have to. No, no, no. Let's see what our everyday wonders tell us. Okay. All right, look at that. Oh, so we're having, I think, releasing kind of emotions here. I feel like you're feeling frustrated. There's a frustration coming through. I feel you. I've been feeling frustrated lately too. So feeling frustrated, release all that. Release all these emotions, right? Release it. Don't try to block them. I feel like there's this like frustration, kind of like also about this vacillating. You're like, oh, I don't know, and then the in between is kind of thing. Just let it go and then move forward. You're gonna be just fine. Yeah, taking steps. Just take the steps that you need to do, following through on your ideas, right? Following through on your ideas that here. Think outside the box, and that's again telling us do not conform. Conformity is not your strong suit, and it's a great thing that it's not your strong suit. You are meant to be unique and individual, a very unique individual. So please think outside the box. Don't feel like you have to like do what everybody else does, right? And don't quit. Oh, that's an interesting thing, yeah. Like, because I feel like that may be that's what's like you're not sure about, but don't quit. Whatever you're doing, just yeah, I feel like you're kind of like, I don't know why, but I feel like you're close to something manifesting. Yeah, I don't know why, because of this King of Cups there energy. So this is like a water sign, definitely. Pisces, could be Scorpio, it could be Cancer. I'm feeling Cancer though, but we'll see. But it's not your energy. It feels like an external one. So it's interesting. All right, let's see what the sprinkle of charms tells us. What's coming up for the collective of group one this November. I meant to say. Okay, yeah. So love is coming through. I do feel like there is an offer of love coming through. Nourishing, taking care of yourself, taking care of all the things that you do care about, nourishing things like that. Yep. You're gonna get some sort of like a message, a very strong message, like a sign, if you will. I feel like it's still saying that saying yes to this potential here. So strong indication coming through. We have the love between grandmother and granddaughter is forever. So there is a sense of past loved ones supporting you in this. Like I said, I feel like there's a manifestation coming in your path. And then it's saying that yes, it's been supported. That's why you're manifesting, because there's like energy coming through from your past loved ones, ancestors. I also would recommend to watch my ancestor what guidance that they have video. If I remember, I'll put it up. And then we also have like something that's hidden is coming to light here. Also feel like a bit domesticated here, and in not a bad way, like a happy cat. That's what I'm seeing here. Like a happy cat that's like very well taken care of and very loved. But still mischievous. They're still like, let me just say that. Okay, I think that with that, I'm gonna say that is it for you, group one. Good energy overall, I have to say. Like, it just feels like that. Just be careful of this conformity, because I feel you're a very unique individual. Don't try to just blend with the crowd. Okay. Have a super duper wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy. Oh, and so much abundance and just a lot of fun. Yeah, lots of fun this November. Have a great day. Bye-bye, group one. Hello, my dear friends of group 2. Let's find out what is going to happen with you this November. So you chose this beautiful card, and it's Akasha. So Akash. So I'm almost feeling like Akashic records, and so your guidance is divinely guided. That's that was kind of cool. So your guidance is divinely guided. So that means that whatever you've been feeling, whatever intuition is coming your path, right? You've been leading. It's almost actually wanted to say it's not even just about your intuition now, but I feel all your life is basically saying this. You've always been divinely guided. So that's important, right? Because I feel like when we have those moments where we're like, hey, why did I do that? And you're like, you're beating yourself up about certain things. That's important to know that it's okay. Everything's kind of like, everything's working out for you. You've been divinely guided in this path. So we have temperance, we have patience, we have the devil card, and we have the 7 of cups. So with this, it's actually quite interesting. And the devil card is very much basically the center of this spread. So what I'm seeing here is that we are, well, okay, temperance, a balance, there's an integration, but I want to say, before we do that, there's a sense of patience here, and there's a sense of wanting things to speed up here. So there's this energy of, here there's a patience in terms of like how things are not only turning out, but like having a patience for things to manifest and for clarity to come. And I feel here with this devil is like more of feeling rushed, like you have to get things done, you have to get everything, all the answers have to be done already, like, there's the sense of rushness here. With this this is an interesting thing, because actually I'm gonna, although we know this is the center of it, right, I want you to see something here. So these are all about choices, right? Your choices, your daydreaming, but also choices here. And here it is. This is actually what it is. You're going through these choices here. You're going through the choices between listening to, let's say, for me, the devil card is bad habits, things that have been cycles that we have, possibly, like, for example, for me, it's kind of negative thinking. It could be that sometimes I could be judgmental. I'm working on that. I feel like I'm getting much better at that. Negative thinking, I feel like I do well, and then whoops, I slip right into the devil energy and go right back into feeling not as positive as I could be. And let's paraphrase this, because I'm also thinking about emotions lately, and I'm saying all emotions are good. We just have ones that we prefer how we feel in them, but they're all emotions are telling us something, right? So that, with that in mind, actually, let's go look at this devil energy and this temperance. So this devil energy, with the idea that all emotions are good and they're just telling us something, right? They're indicators of maybe desires that we have, desires that we've been trying to push away. Maybe we're like, for whatever reason, pushing them away. And then so with that in mind, I'm going to say the devil energy here is not so much the negative negative thoughts and all that stuff. It's actually lessons that we don't want to learn, right? It's like sort of almost like guidance that we don't want to learn. And why I'm saying this is because the temperance card is actually, yes, there is a sense of balance, yes, there is a sense of patience, but it's also all about transmuting past instances, like past events, past, basically, like, I don't want to say mistakes, but past things where we're not necessarily happy about. It's transmuting them and drawing out the lessons, drawing out what you needed to, like what it was from that event in your life, whatever it was, to come out and get you to go a little higher, right? We're all kind of like keep learning and keep learning and keep learning. This energy feels like we don't want to learn. Like, no, we're not learning. So we do again have this choice. So this is interesting, because it's saying here, your guidance is divinely guided. So you are definitely, your intuition, I'm sure, about these choices is kind of like is spot on, and it's mostly, I think, this temperance. But I feel a part of you is like, that's taking way too long. I want to just go here, right? Instant gratification, long term, not, long term gratification, instant, long term. This one, and it's, I would even say it, that's okay if you choose it, but doesn't make you feel good. It makes you feel later on, you're like, you know? So that's the only reason why I would say, hey, about that. So you get choices. You get to choose. I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm like it's totally up to you. You're already being guided. You're hearing this. You're just facing these choices in front of you. You get to choose whatever you want. Do you want to like this temperance, or do you want the devil? It's okay. Both ways, I feel like, are gonna lead you to some to higher. This one feels like it. There'll be a little bit of I want to, for some reason, when it's like a hangover afterwards, right? Like that, oh, I shouldn't have done that kind of feeling. But if that's what you want to choose, you can. And I love this because it's telling you that you have the choices. You have this choice of these two energies. This one is, again, long-term gratification. This is short-term gratification. You get to choose. And your intuition is telling you that you know which one it is that you want to do, and it's guiding you towards where you need to go. So let's also see what kind of like lessons we're learning. So love yourself. Here we go. So love yourself. What one thing can you do today to love yourself more? You need the cooperation of your body, mind, heart, and spirit to open up to all the possibilities of being fully loved and supported. Recover or discover something that nourishes you. Care enough about your own joy to make room for it in your life. Allow yourself to be loved and supported by the entire universe. And it does. I want you to see that. The universe supports and loves you. So maybe it's a choice of like, maybe this is not choosing, to truly love yourself. This feels like that's where you're headed. Like I said, you get to choose, but it says right here it's a lesson about learning to love yourself. Really, really learning to love yourself. So that's important. Let's see. Is speaking perfect segue. Let's see what love is coming through here for the energy of love for this month. So it is relationship evolving to the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So there's love is going to provide that with you. Now it may be like the energy of love, like it may be just self-love that's giving you a new phase, or maybe it's in a relationship where you're expanding, where you're growing in this. So that is beautiful energy, and these are our two surprises. So surprise number one, so something inconspicuous. So it's going to be an unexpected surprise, something you didn't see coming. And we also have here, so we have to be careful of risk. And this is a devil, so we're signing a contract with the devil here. So the devil energy is pretty strong here with this in this November. So, and like I said, the devil is actually for me a quick instant gratification of whatever it is. I don't, like circumstances, general reading. So everybody has their own things that are tempting them. So be careful with this, because again, an offer that might be too good, right? Be careful of what's being offered here. What choice we choose, maybe it might not be the best thing. So I would say it's almost like something inconspicuous. It's almost like the alternative, something like that surprises you, that you don't expect it, but it will be quite beneficial. It almost makes me feel like the Flatiron Building, this is what is here. This is the Flatiron Building in Manhattan. Now, it's inconspicuous, right? In a sense, it's like, but it's also the center of that area. It's a focal point. So it's something that's what it is. So I feel like an inconspicuous choice, a small choice, you may not even think that it matters. will have a great effect. That's what I'm getting for you here. So this is very interesting energy. So let's see what our everyday wonders tells us. Okay, all right, look at that. Yeah, you feel like, I feel like, oh, now this is usually, I would say, like, feeling really cool, really thing, but I almost feel like kind of wanting to wear blinders over about something. I do feel like it is saying, like, there's going to be, like, a little bit regret. Don't like close your eyes off it. Don't put blinders on. See the reality as it is, and then you'll move forward. I do feel like, look, there's something to celebrate. There is celebration, and there is a message. Oh, wow. Okay, so a message of money coming through just because there was a diamond who flipped over. So some sort of message, some sort of offer coming through with money. Be careful, though, like I said, if it's too good, or like maybe not even do that. Be very cautious in the details of things, right? The inconspicuous details, that might be something through. If something's being offered, look at the details, like look at the fine print of things, very important. And seize the day, and then we dream big. So yeah, you have more control. You have, like, you can, I feel like you feel like you're powerless in a sense, but I feel like, look, you have the choices. This is the power. You get to choose, right? And then I want you to dream big. That's a big thing. I love that. Okay, let's see what Sprinkle of Charm saying for the collective of group 2. What's happening this month? Okay, well. See, okay, so you have all the things. You have the basic to make a good choice, to make whatever it is that you've been wanting for your life. You have all the tools, and not only tools, but also I want to say ingredients because I love to cook, but I also feel like that's not the right word, but let's say ingredients. So yeah, so we have the cupcake here. So maybe it's about treating yourself. Maybe it's about going into this temptation. I don't know. Cupcakes could go either way. I feel like your heart is pulling you in two directions. Like I said, there's a choice here. You're not sure which way to go. So listen to your intuition. You kind of already know where you're meant to go. Go slow and steady is what I'm hearing. Slow and steady is important. That's kind of almost like a reminder. Look at this. You do have a lot of good luck. There's a sense of peace coming through, and we do have wisdom. I feel like with this owl, I'm seeing in your dreams, there might be answers too in your dreams coming through here. I do have like here your heart, like, so this is all the color of your throat chakra. So speaking a truth, finding out a truth, maybe writing a truth, and opening that up is important coming through. We do have the camera here, so and this is like, you know, I like looking at things in a positive light, but I feel like almost like just be careful of things that are very flashy. I don't know why that's coming through here. And the way I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. So there's a sense of freedom wanting to, like a sense of freedom coming through here. And you do have a lot more freedom than I think, again, you feel like you do. There's a lot more power coming through. Really harness that. And then, yes, focus on your self-love coming through, because it's like, if you don't love yourself, there's a chance for you know, like, how do I say it? We make easy choices because we're like, oh, because we want that approval. Like, you know how little kids usually, if they want that to be accepted by others, so even like they're still in that unsure phase, so they go gravitate and they do things like other people, even though in their heart, and then they listen, like they're like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea, but they still follow through on that. But if you have that more self-love, if you're more confident in yourself, then the choice that you feel like, you're like, okay, this is not for me. So I know that was a long thing, but you know, I appreciate that you have the choice. The freedom here is quite strong there. What you choose is up to you. That's basically the universe, but the universe is telling you that you are divinely guided. So listening to your intuition is really going to help with this. Okay, So thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this reading. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing it. I truly appreciate you being here. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy, and like awesome, awesome choices and happiness. Have a great day. Bye-bye, group 2. Hello, group 3. Let's find out what's happening with you this November. So we have this beautiful card, and it's don't dim to fit in. That's an overall energy for most of the groups. It's a sense of that. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So really, actually, so maybe November is all about your having a strong sense of who you are, right? It does have the 11:11 in it, so maybe that is what is coming here. It is just saying that it's a strong sense of who you are, and not needing to have approval of others. I actually think if you approve yourself of yourself, if you approve of yourself, more likely others will approve of you too. Versus if you don't approve of yourself, others might say that they're approving of you, but they are not approving of you. They're just taking advantage of you. Just putting that out there. But I feel like it's like you're closing your eyes to your awesomeness. That's what I'm seeing here. You're like rubbing your eyes, like pretending that you're not super awesome. And that's not what the spirit wants you to know. That is this energy. It's energy of like opening your eyes. Like here, but this reminds me of your third eye. So opening your intuition, maybe seeing the beauty. But I feel like it's opening up to how awesome you are. And that's super important coming through. So we have the Tower moment. Yep. And we have 4 of Swords, and we have the 8 of Swords. So yeah, it's gonna be a month for you. Yeah, you can really kind of see. And I'm actually gonna. Well, we don't leave that tower by itself there. Let's actually find out why that is. We're gonna go with this one. Okay. We'll clarify everything. But what I'm seeing here overall is, and here's what just off right here, and we'll clarify. Like I said, you've been blocking some truth, possibly about yourself. Let's rephrase. So when the tower happens here, it's been something that we've been wanting, but we have been, at the same time that we've been wanting it, we've been blocking it, right? We're like, oh, I can't do this, or I can't, like, it's like, oh, this is really bad for me, but I can't do anything about it. I can't, so like, it's almost like we're saying, universe, you take care of it, and the universe does, and they give us a tower moment, which is a very strong moment. Not something that's like I would say pleasant, no, but it's something that it needs to happen to clear the way, and I appreciate the tower because of that. It is because that tower moment is what needs to happen to clear the way for us. And it feels like, yes, there is a walking away from something, and it's there's a sadness there. It's not something that we're happy about, but now it's a sense of coming through, and after all this, but actually coming through and going deep within ourselves, right? Deep within ourselves and having me resting from this. I definitely say resting from the drama here. Yes, but it's more than that. It's going deep within ourselves and understanding what is happening here. Why is this happening? Like what is this tower moment trying to tell me? I should, if I remember, I have a tower moment sheet that I did because I went through. Well, we all go through tower moments, but if I remember, I'll try to put that in there. But anyways, let's see what all of this, let's clarify all this. All right, so what is this 8 of Cups doing here? What's this 8 of Cups doing here? What's this 8 of Cups? Yeah, so look at that. This 8 of Cups, this walking away. We're walking away from something. But something, we have to walk away from something because, I want you to see this, because there's a new beginning at hand. There's something better coming. And like I said, there is something better coming. So we have to walk away. So we're walking away from what's good because we're going towards what's great, right? And it's still sad because we're walking away from the sense of our comfort, like our comfort zone, going into sort of almost like something that we don't even know, right? So this new beginning is an Ace of Rods. So beautiful energy there. So it could be a project that you're interested in. It could be like it could be a relationship that's very much very passionate, still, but it just feels to me like it's something that you're super passionate about, super creative about, and I do feel like you have this castle in the background. It's the start of something great. Why is this Four of Swords energy here? Why is this Sword of Swords energy here? This sort of Four of Swords energy here. This Four of Swords energy doing here. Okay. So we have. Ooh. All right. Well, we're gonna go with this. So the Knight of Swords energy. Okay. In reverse. So Knight of Swords energy in reverse is here. It's because you've been going at it. And by that, I mean, you've been fighting a fight. You've been almost in a rash sense. And now it is time for you to rest. It is time for you to not go at it. Keep fighting this fight. That is not what's needed at this point in time. This time, the brashness, the kind of like moving forward without thinking, that's not what's needed at this point in time. Let's look at what the Tower energy is. Why is this Tower doing here? Why is the Tower doing here? Ooh. Queen of Swords coming through. Two of Pentacles and a Page of Pentacles. We're learning. So we're trying to. It's interesting that we have this. Well, these are what came out. So I do want to say that okay. We'll delve this in this. So this again it said it's a something that this is important for you to have because it's clearing the way. So part of the lessons of this Tower is being able to find this balance within yourself, regardless of what's going on in the world or what's going on outside externally. There is a sense of peace here. There's a sense of balance. This Tower moment, maybe everything around you might be collapsing, but you are okay. There's a center of you who's at peace here. With this, I actually feel like, I don't know why, but they feel like they are battling each other. And I know what it is. It's a sense of I want to see like duty bound, like it's okay. It's like you're having a battle within yourself of who gets the upper hand here. We have the Page of Pentacles, so it's like an energy, a learning energy. You're beginning to learn about something. You're still in this phase, like almost childlike learning. Like you're like, oh, I'm learning about different things, right? But there's another sense here of like there's a sense of maturity here coming through that's saying no. It's almost like you kind of want to cut away at your own dreams. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, and in this sense, I don't know why that is, but it's like, no, you're not allowed to learn. It's like you okay, that's what I'm seeing. It's like you put up this fence, you put up this wall, which is, I love the Queen of Swords. Her energy is such a strong energy. But in this energy here, it's like you almost want to just like put up that wall because you don't want to actually learn the things from this Tower. You're like, this Tower happened, but now you're not actually finding peace. You're kind of ignoring it, sort of. That's what I'm hearing here. And there's a lesson this is something that's very important for you, because if you can find this balance within yourself, it's a key thing for you to progress forward. I almost feel like, yeah, it's like she's guarding herself off in such a manner that it's not really coming from strength but from fear. This is what the difference is. When her strength is coming from like from strength, when she's saying something coming from strength, it's a different feeling here versus coming here through this energy of coming from fear. So instead of actually taking in the lessons, this tower moment, she's right now, she's like, nope, we're just gonna, in a sense, in survival mode, but not necessarily. And it almost feels like that's why there's a bit imbalance here as well, because it's a sense of like, you need to rest from this, not charge forward, not block it. It's not about blocking. There's a change that needed to happen because we need this Ace of Rods, this new beginning to come through. But if you're blocking it, if you're not, the lesson will just keep repeating, and that's an important thing. It's like, do not dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? There's a key connection here with this. It almost feels like this is wanting to fit in. You can't fit in. I'm like, you can't fit in. I'm like, oh, that's not it. It's almost saying that you can't. Nope. That is an illusion that is going to be parted, because you cannot dim your light. You cannot. It is not. You are very strong, right? This is what's coming out. You're very strong. Almost feels like you do have a purpose, right? An actual like purpose in life. And with this strength, you cannot try to dim your light. You cannot try to fit in at your own cost, because the tower it's telling you that's not going to work. You have a purpose, but you have to listen to this tower. You have to learn from it, not ignore it, not put up a wall, not blockade it, but learn from it. This is very important. Learning from it, finding true peace within yourself, not preventing this from the learning because we have fear, but actually learning from it. And that's an important thing that's coming here. Let's see what your lessons are. So nourish. So what makes you feel nourished? We need to nourish our hearts, minds, souls, and bodies. A delicious meal, a relaxing massage, a good book, steamy latte, a day at the beach with your sweetheart, a trip to a new fun place, all serve to feed the desires for growth, health, and self-care. Do you do what makes you feel good and raise your vibration? Again, this is this energy. It is time for you to nourish yourself. Stop trying to focus this. I almost feel like the more you're trying to fight this tower moment, the more tired you get, the more it gets bigger. Learn the lesson and let yourself walk away and move on. Something better is on its way. But very important here. This is a lesson about nourishing yourself, needing to nourish. This Four of Swords is telling you that. Go deep within yourself. Time to rest. And don't rush. You don't need to keep fighting this right now. Let's see what the love energy is coming through. So love energy, reminiscing. So we have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception. Learn from the past and make memories. Like make new memories, but learn from the past. And that's an important thing. So that's coming through with love. And let's see. Oh, wow. You got two surprises, and let's see what the surprises are. These are actually, well, 3 surprises. So these are our surprises for this month. We have adventure. So we're going on a new adventure, and propel. This tower moment is propelling you to something new, right? But if you're fighting it, you're not going to be able to be propelled forward. You're kind of gonna be stuck in a cycle. Okay, stuck in a cycle of repeating because you're not wanting to learn the lessons here. And I don't know what the lessons are for you in particular, but there is this tower moment that you need to accept it in a way and learn from it, and then walk away from what's not serving you, because there's it's propelling you to a new adventure, it's propelling you to something new. So be careful of these cycles. If this is not your first tower moment in a specific way, they'll keep happening. Tower moments will just keep happening until you understand it's how we are, but especially you, because I feel like you've been trying to dim yourself. You have a purpose, and sometimes that's how we go through. Let's see what the Everyday Wonders tells us. Okay, so yeah, this is too much drama. We're putting a pause where we're saying, what is that called? when they end a shot. But whatever it is, we're ending the drama. Cut the drama. Cut it. I guess cut. Yeah. So cut. Cut the drama. We also have money. Money is coming through here with the pentacles. But it's coming through accepting this tower moment. You can, yes, you can, and do what you love. Yeah, so important, focusing on what you love. Look at this. You're tired. You need to rest. There's you got beaten up there. You have this. Maybe even feeling the emotions. I actually feel like you have to feel the emotions of all of this. And then look at this. You have the eggplant, and you have the fire to cook the eggplant. I'm saying it's like you have more power than you really think you do. And the power is not coming from fear, but from actual acceptance and strength. It's an actual strength, not from fear, because when we're acting from a place of fear, that is actually, I would say, that's the weakness coming through here. That makes sense. All right, let's see what the sprinkle of charms say for a collective of group 3. What sprinkle of charms for a collective of group 3? Okay. We have, again, adventure. It is like, I'm telling you, there's a new beginning for you. There's this Ace of Wands, new adventure, something even more fun, something even that you weren't expecting. But whenever I see this, it's like you have to leave something behind, right? You have to leave, like here they're leaving the boots. You have to leave something behind, and for me, that's the past. We have to move on. And I don't mean the past, like, like the memories. I mean the past baggage. So we're going on a new adventure coming through for you. Mix. It's all about, I really feel like taking all the different things that are happening, like, it's like using all of the things in life to mix it all up, to bake something like that's awesome. We all have, if in the ingredients individually are okay, but if you mix them together, there can come up this yummy cake. Yeah, again, like there's a sense of, where is it here? I'm pretty sure, yeah. There's a sense of you're going to achieve something that you've been wanting. This castle is in the background, but you have to accept this Ace of Rods, and that's by walking away from something. So yes, we also have be. Yeah, just being. You don't have to do, but be. And look at this. This is beautiful. She believed she could, so she did. You can do it. You have to believe in yourself, right? That's a strong sense that's coming through here. I hope you liked this reading, group 3. Please let me know if you did. And if you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And let me know if which pile did you choose, because I'm actually trying to connect to more of everybody's energies. So that actually does help me out a lot. Although, you don't have to, but it does help me. And it puts you in for personal reading. It puts you into the drawing for the personal reading, so that's cool too. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate your time and just your energy. I love you. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, so much joy, fun, and beautiful things. If you do need help with this tower moment, just go ahead, comment, email me. It's all cool. Have a great day. Bye bye, group 3.